Hello. Ecclesiastical architect Sir John Ninian Comper is not an obvious candidate for inclusion in a series on the arts and crafts movement, but he was influenced by Gothic revival champion A.W.N. Pugin in architecture, by the Oxford movement in religion with their stress on continuity with the pre-Reformation Church, and like them drew inspiration from medieval precedents, and he adopted a total design approach in much the same way as many of the movement's leading practitioners. Comper was born in Scotland in 1864, the son of an Anglo-Catholic clergyman. After a year studying drawing at the Ruskin School of Art, part of Oxford University's Department of Fine Art, he moved to London, where he trained as a stained glass designer with Charles Kemp, whose work we looked at in Part 6, followed by a spell in the practice of Gothic revival architect George Frederick Bodley and his longtime collaborator Thomas Garner, before forming a partnership with artist-designer William Bucknell in 1888, later marrying Bucknell's sister Grace. Most of Comper's early work was on church restoration. In 1894, he was commissioned to decorate the crypt of St Mary Magdalene, Paddington, a church designed by G.E. Street and built between 1867 and 1878. The result, the Chapel of the Holy Sepulchre, was a stunning exercise in innovative Perpendicular Gothic architectural elements, colour and Christian iconography. Ninian Comper's first completely new church was St Cyprian's, next to London's Clarence Gate Gardens. Commissioned in 1899, the building was completed in 1903, with interior decoration continuing over several years afterwards. The architectural style is Perpendicular Gothic. An austere nave with plain windows contrasts with a splendidly decorated sanctuary with stained glass designed by Comper. St Cyprian's Church brought Comper's work to the attention of a wider audience. In 1907, he was commissioned to design 8 memorial windows for the north wall of the nave in Westminster Abbey, showing kings associated with the abbey alongside their contemporary abbots. Also by Comper in Westminster Abbey is a stained glass window in the East Triforium of Margaret Beaufort and Eleanor of Castile, both of whom have magnificent tombs in the abbey, and in the north transept a commemoration of John Bunyan. Comper's father died suddenly while handing out strawberries to children, and Ninian adopted a strawberry plant as a signature on his stained glass designs. This example is in the Church of the Holy and Undivided Trinity, Edale in the Derbyshire Peak District, which has 2 memorial windows designed by Comper. Comper was responsible for the decoration of the Lady Chapel at the east end of the north aisle at All Saints' Church, Margaret Street in London's West End, and contributed a series of painted panels for the restoration of the reredos in the chancel. Comper's masterpiece is St Mary's Wellingborough in Northamptonshire, begun in 1908 and completed in 1930 in Perpendicular Gothic style, with all the interior fittings and furnishings integral to his plan. Designed from the altar outwards, it shows a deep understanding of the liturgical function of a church. In several of his interior designs, Comper followed in the footsteps of Augustus Pugin, who reintroduced the so-called English altar, freestanding with ridle posts at the corners, from which curtains could be hung to conceal or reveal the altar at specific points in the Mass. This is the sanctuary at All Saints' Church, East Meon in Hampshire. As an architect, Ninian Comper tends to divide opinion. Lauded by poet John Betjeman, he was criticised as old-fashioned by architectural historian Nicholas Pevner, who did however find merit in St Cyprian's. It is perhaps a matter of taste, but there is no doubting Comper's talent. Next time, the prolific and influential artist, illustrator, designer, writer and teacher Walter Crane. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.